We say mental health matters. We post end the stigma. We wear the shirts, share the memes, and talk about therapy on podcasts. But here's the truth no one wants to say out loud. Stigma still exists. It's quieter now, more subtle, but it's still powerful enough to stop people from getting the help they desperately need. So today, we ask the tough question, why do people still avoid psychiatric help, even when they're suffering? Section 1. The legacy of silence. Let's start with history. For generations, mental illness was a dirty secret. People were hidden away in asylums, families whispered, communities judged, and although institutions have evolved, the silence hasn't fully lifted. In many homes, cultures, and workplaces, psychiatry still equals shame. It's not about symptoms, it's about perception. People fear being labeled, judged, or rejected. Section 2. Fear of being seen as weak. We live in a world that praises toughness, push through, man up, be strong. And asking for psychiatric help, that's often still seen as weakness, not wisdom. Men especially grow up learning that emotions are threats to masculinity. Women are told they're being dramatic. Teens are told it's just a phase. So people learn to smile through the storm, to suffer in silence, to pretend they're okay when they're drowning. Section 3. Cultural and religious barriers. In some communities, mental illness is still taboo. Instead of therapy, people are told to pray it away. Don't bring shame to the family. You just need more discipline. Mental illness is misunderstood as moral failure, lack of faith, or bad parenting. And even when someone wants help, they're afraid of what their community might say. So the cycle continues, silently, painfully, generationally. Section 4. Media misrepresentation. Hollywood hasn't helped. Psychiatric patients are often shown as dangerous, unstable, violent. Think padded rooms, straitjackets, horror soundtracks. Even psychiatrists get a bad rep, cold, detached, or unethical. So instead of showing healing and hope, media reinforces fear. It creates a public image of psychiatry that's distorted and deeply discouraging. Section 5. The label that sticks. Getting a psychiatric diagnosis can feel like being branded. Will it affect my job, my insurance, my relationships, my custody rights, my immigration case? People worry that once they seek help, that label will follow them forever, like a tattoo they didn't ask for, so they avoid it altogether, even if they're suffering. Section 6. The I'm not that bad. Myth. Another reason people avoid help, because they think others have it worse, or I'm not crazy, I'm just tired. They wait until they hit rock bottom, until the panic attacks won't stop, until the depression becomes dangerous, until a crisis forces them into care. By then, the road to recovery is harder and longer. Mental illness isn't always loud. Sometimes it whispers until it screams. Section 7. The system doesn't help. Let's be honest, even when people want help, the system often fails them. Long wait times, high costs, insurance denials, limited providers. It's hard to fight stigma when the system itself is inaccessible. People feel like they're being punished for even trying. And when the first attempt to seek help goes badly, they don't come back. Section 8. Breaking the silence for real this time. So what do? We start by acknowledging this. Stigma isn't over, but we can fight it. Not just with awareness campaigns, but with real conversations in families, schools, churches, offices. We normalize therapy like we normalize dentist visits. We talk about mental illness like we talk about diabetes. We remind each other getting help isn't weakness, it's courage. Closing. Compassionate and powerful tone. If you're someone who's been holding back, afraid to speak, afraid to seek help, afraid of judgment, let me say this clearly. You are not broken. You are not weak. You are not alone. Stigma is loud, but your healing can be louder. And every time someone chooses to get help, they chip away at that wall of silence. Let's keep chipping until it falls.